Greetings YouTube, DJ Bonebreaker here for yet another Fallout 4 settlement build video. This time I'm doing a showcase of my Taffington Boathouse build. Yes, I know, Taffington Boathouse is another one of those small, difficult to work with settlements, but I just happened to be hit with some massive inspiration while finishing up some of the stuff for my Ten Pines Bluff settlement. So without further ado, let's get right into this. Alright, so as you can see here on this southern side of the settlement, I've got a nice little sign with some lighting so that the sign's lit up at night so people can, see that this is, Taffington Boathouse. And I've got this nice large 80 defense turret tower here. Cover this entrance, and we've got two industrial water purifiers, provide 80 water for the settlement. Yeah, this is basically the same general concept as the power plant structure that was at Ten Pines Bluff. I've basically come up with this as like an easy to build structure that provides 100 power, has, armor and weapons workbench, population management system, and housing for 2 people in a lot of my settlements because, it's relatively not resource intensive, looks pretty decent, and I mean, it makes sense to have kind of like a sort of semi-prefab structure concept to, help with the Minutemen, not having too much cost overruns for building up settlements. So yeah, as you can see, it's got a bathroom like the other ones do. And not much really to talk about here. Excuse me, Mr. Sentinel Power Armor. Yeah, this cooking station was the original cooking station that was actually inside the house when I first unlocked this settlement. This settlement was actually a Radiant quest that I got via Radio Freedom from Greentop Nursery, which also unlocked Greentop Nursery as a settlement. So I had to clear it out, and then 2 settlers showed up like 2 in-game days later, and this is the settlement. So, anyways, moving right along. Yeah, like all my other settlements, I have like 4 cats with feeding stations around so that, they're supposed to not all bunch up to one spot like this, but, as Todd Howard would say, it just works. But yeah, this is a little cabin that I've built out front. Got housing for 2 people, some furniture, heat, and a small full bathroom. So it's the efficient way to add some housing without taking up too much space and making this build even more crowded than it already is. I put a Bunker Hill caravan stop right here, and there actually was some caravaner people here a while ago, but they left before I started recording. This is a guard post, and our guard, oh, there's our guard. Yeah, I have a couple of synths at this settlement, 2 synth guards and a provisioner. This is our guard who mans that guard post. Most of the attacks happen from this side, hence why I have like 2 80 defense turrets, the guard post, and this smaller defensive turret here to cover, because there's usually a couple people spawn up on top of that wall there, as well as like in the streets out front. So yeah, oh, this grave is where and I'm going to use quotes here, buried Mary Sutton. I basically just actually disabled her using console commands and built this grave. So give her proper burial, because you find her in the bathroom of the house, and she never despawns. So, like I said, I didn't want to have dead body lying in the bathroom of my settlement here. Figured that would be a bit off-putting to the residents. So yeah. Anyways, I expanded this garden area a little bit. Filled in, got some potato plants, razor grain, corn. So this provides 6 food for the settlement. Didn't do a whole lot with this actual boathouse here, aside from scrap the original door with the broken windows that opened, so that it opened inwards like this one, but it was here, so you kind of had to, scooch around it to get past it, and it was hard to get past unless you shut it first. So you're like, what were they thinking when they built the, added the door like that? So I put in this door, which opens this way, so it's not in the way, so you have free access. But the only thing that I did here was I added this chemistry station, since this shed would be perfect for making backyard hooch. I mean, lol, what? And I added some lighting so that you can actually see what you're doing in here. And oh yeah, on to the last but definitely not least part of this whole build is the main house itself. As you can no doubt see, I have completely repaired everything in the house. No more holes in the porch roofs, no more broken railings along this back dock here. I didn't add a railing here because there wasn't one at all, and I'm thinking these posts were like this post here, like those 2 posts there, were for people to moor their boats to, so that they could embark and disembark from their boats here on this dock. I replaced all the broken light posts with fixed ones. Thankfully, all these components that were used to make the original thing in the creation kit are also in the Snappy Housekit mod. So repairing this thing was, if you'll pardon the pun, a snap. But yeah, I got 6 mute fruit here and 6 more mute fruit over here to provide total 18 food, along with the corn, potatoes, and razor grain over there. Have another synth here manning this artillery platform, which I've already used a good effect to shell the living bejeebus out of this super mutant outpost across the river. I think that's what it's called. West Everett Estates, yeah, that's what it's called. So yeah, super mutants found out that setting up shop next to a Minutemen settlement, probably not such a good idea. But I digress. Moving right along, what I did with the bottom floor right hand side of the house, coming in from the street, is I turned it into this store which sells general goods and weapons. And I added the scavenging station to kind of add some ambience and look like more goods for sale, and to give this settler a job. I have 10 population in this settlement. Trying to get more than that would be kind of it'd make this settlement way more crowded than it already is, and it's already crowded enough. But yeah, I got this shelf here with some additional general goods for sale. Got our junk merchant and our weapons seller right here. Got some weapons hanging on the wall. Got some additional goods for sale over here in this little sunroom. Apparently because this metal box was here, part of the original settlement, and it was actually outside, but I moved it in here, and apparently it occasionally respawns stuff, because I didn't put that Brahmin skull in the box there.
This world above ground is very confusing.
But yeah, over here, this cabinets here are all original. I scrapped the original stove and like this janky broken cabinet that was over here, put in this soda machine,
This is delicious.
give this guy a job here, and to distract my guards from doing their duty, but you know, I digress. Put in a nice little trash can for people to use, keep the place clean. Put in an actual stove over here. So I have 2 cooking stations at this settlement, and then I put in this refrigerator here, and then added some, you know, posters and signs on the wall for ambience. Yeah, the table I think I moved over a little bit, and then I added this 3rd chair. The couch and the coffee table were basically where they were at originally, because I didn't, you know, they're fine where they were. And upstairs here, I did a lot of renovation. In addition to repairing the roof and adding in the ceiling so you're not looking up into like the rafters, I added enough beds for 4 people, and then basically made like a railing or divider out of these 4 dressers. So, you know, each of the people who live in this room have their own dresser. Got some, you know, like a little living room area over here. People sit down, relax, you know, chill out.
This is delicious.
Added some, you know, paintings and what have you to the walls here. And then over in this room here, got rid of the sleeping bag that was here originally. Put in proper bed with some dressers, you know, some paintings and posters. Most of this stuff here, like the steamer trunk, the safe, and the desk, were all original. I replaced the kind of banged up file cabinet with this nice new one. Added a few things, like put this potted plant on top of the safe, and these, what do you call it, like file trays on top of the desk. And I also added this ham radio so that the settlers can use it to contact the HQ in Fort Independence, so that, you know, and then they can use the radio there to alert all the other settlements via radio freedom. So, and oh yeah, I completely rebuilt the wall for the bathroom, scrapped all the broken fixtures in the bathroom, put in a nice new shower, nice new toilet, nice new sink and mirror, and then I scrapped the busted up looking dresser that was in here, put in a nice new dresser, and you know, still has the radio that's tuned to radio, not Radio Freedom, Diamond City Radio, which I'm not going to turn on because I don't want this video to get hit by the YouTube copyright gremlins. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this settlement build here. I hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, this is DJ Bonebreaker signing off.